Hi guys, I've just received a Android box from GearBest.com. It's a 2 gig model with 16 gig ROM storage, and it's the UK version. And yeah, one thing that drew me to it was the fact that it had 2 megs RAM. I actually have got one which is not 2 megs RAM, and it does slow it down. So you've got a Tanix Hdmi box, Android box, sorry, and it's got a list of things it does there. There's nothing on the actual box in the bottom of it. So let's open that. Let's zoom out a little bit more. So we've got our UK AC to DC. It does feel a bit light. And how many amps is it? It's 5 volts and it's 2 amps. It's got a nice remote, guys. It comes with that, and it comes with HDMI cable. So let's put that to one side. Let's put the HDMI cable. It does feel a decent thickness to the cable. AC adapter to the side, and the remote. Let's get the remote out so you can have a look. Oh, it's a bit like the Amazon one. Amazon Prime, and the box feels good, guys. It really does feel good in the hands. It's heavy, and I bet, yeah, you got the screws underneath the box. We'll be opening. We'll have a look inside, guys. Let's see what it looks like inside. But that is it there. It does look quite nice. It does have a little bit of a... It's going to be one of those things, guys. It's going to collect the dust. You can't actually see it. But this here, this bit here is actually collecting dust around there. So the controller takes your triple AAs. And it's got volume up, volume down. Got the mouse button, which I believe it's going to be an air mouse possibly. But yeah, nice and simple. Let's have a look at this. Let's crack this bad boy open and have a look at what's lurking inside. So I'm going to take these off, put them to the side. Okay, so we've got all those stickies off. Should really go on talk about what inputs there are. I don't know, really. So I'll just show you quickly. So you've got your micro SD cards. You've got 2 USB ports on that side, and I believe they are USB 3. You've got your Ethernet, your HD, your AC DC adapter in there. You've got an AV phono cable type headphone type thing, what goes in there, and you've got your optical out, which I'm not going to be using. So let's open. Got 2 more screws, then we get to see what's inside it, guys. Instantly, what I can see from it, and I have actually made other YouTube videos, is they don't put enough ventilation holes on these boxes. These boxes slow down the hotter they get. It's a part of their the way they're designed. If they get so hot, the way they cool down is they throttle, and instantly I can see there's no, cooling. There's no vent holes. The only vent holes you're going to get is from these sockets, which is minimum. But maybe the chipset runs. Maybe the chipset runs cooler than the majority of the other ones, or the other boxes, but all the ones I've come across is they run hot. So I've got a little button there. So is that a reset button? Don't know what that button does. I'm not going to touch it. There is actually a button here, guys. So let's zoom in a little bit more. See, you can see that we've got a reset button there, or some type of button, and we've got memory 6 here, memory even. I believe that's going to be a gig each, or it's going to be 512, and we might find some on the other side. So let's take this screw off, do it carefully. One thing what has, I don't like, look at that dirty, let's see if you can focus in. Is it going to focus? Yeah, look how dirty and old that sticker looks, guys. It's like, come on, you could have changed your blimmin' stickers. That looks old. It looks like, I don't know, it just looks like dirty old sticker. Okay, how do I get this off? So we've got the display. Now we've got what I believe is the antenna. So you've got an antenna there, and we've got a display there, guys. Can you see that? Let's see if I can get a zoom in on that. Is it going to do it? It doesn't help that I move. It's a Canon. See that? I've shaken. It's not going to focus anyway. But you got your LCD display there, and okay. Here's the heatsink. So what they've done is on here. So we've got our aluminium block here, and we've got like a thermal pad which should conduct heat to here. I doubt that's that effective. What it could be if it was thinner, but obviously they need that to touch the chip, so that's the way they've done it. And the aluminium is quite thick. It will work, but it's not really the best method, guys, really. So let's see if you can see the thickness. So yeah, it's an aluminium plate, and that effectively is your processor cooling. So let's have a look at the board. So let's turn that over. So yeah, as I said earlier, we've actually got a couple of other memories. So these are going to be 512 on each. So we've got a gig on this side, and then we've got a gig on this side. Let's move that wireless antenna out, and there's our main processor, which is the S905W. And yeah, it's your standard board. It's quite tiny. I wish the cooling. I'm probably being picky, but I wish the cooling was better than that. Maybe the whole top. Right, they could have made the whole top metal. So all of this, plastic, does not conduct heat. Let me get my hands up there, because that's not even focusing now. Is that going to focus? Yeah. So they could have made this whole case metal, which would have conducted the heat would have transferred from the top. But yeah, it's going to hit that plate. Okay. And it's got nowhere to go apart from these holes, which are basically filled in by the ports. So they should have made this all metal, or they should have had a hole, some grill where the heat could escape. But yeah, as long as it works at the end of the day, that's what all matters, guys, isn't it? Really, and it probably does. So let's get this back in. Just make sure that's okay. So let's put that back in like that. Okay, so this was clipped into here, so that's clipped in. Make sure that's all lined up perfectly, and it's not. Okay, there we go. It's a little click. Now they all are the same size screws, so you don't have to worry about mixing the screws up, but you do need to screw the right ones in. So when I've got the antenna, you do need to make sure the antenna is not over the hole. So let's screw that one in. Now that actually doesn't feel the same screw, guys, but it's the only screw I see, so it must be that one. Okay, that's screwed back in. Let's screw that there. Don't screw them back in too tight, guys, because you will crack the plastic. So let's get that. So that's the that's the front. So that's going to be that way. So let's put all of those back in. Bloody hell. Bless me. Of course I like socks. I wear socks. Is that in? Yeah, let's screw that back in. Egon likes fireworks. Alright. Let's put that back together. But it is quite a good box, guys. If you've just bought this or about to buy it, don't be put off because I've said the metal, the top's not metal, the coolings could be better. To be honest, all of the boxes under $100 are going to be like this. People want small boxes, and you know the Amazon Prime boxes are quite small, so it's like a competing market. So they all want small devices, and so we get this. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. At the end of the day, if it runs as expected, then it doesn't matter, does it? Really, I could be moaning about nothing. So let's give that a bit of a wipe. And there we have it, guys. That's the Tanix 2GB 16GB ROM Android box. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.